Things are finally starting to come in. One of the molds out of the 7 that we ordered are in. Over there we have our degassing chamber. So we'll see that today, but this will be fun. Let's get started. Plastisol is good and hot. So we are going to be doing I believe it's a 4-inch trick worm drop shot kind of style. But we're going to be doing a, what is this called? This is gold mine, a gold mine powder. So let's dump a little bit of the gold mine in. I really don't want a lot, so just a little knifeful. And then we're going to be adding 2 different sizes of green flake. So there's a little tiny green flake. We're going to be doing a little larger. And then after this, we are going to be putting it into the vacuum chamber for the first time. So you guys can kind of see the degassing, or actually watching the bubbles come out of the plastisol. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, because you can see the bubbles in it, so this should be, hopefully we can see inside the degassing chamber pretty good and see what it's going to look like. Alright, let's go do it. Alright, so I just set our plastisol in the degassing chamber. Let me go ahead and turn it on. This might be a little loud, but maybe hopefully you guys can see what happens. Alright. You can see, you probably can't see the gauge moving, but you'll probably start seeing bubbles start forming. And then they're going to just kind of work their way out of the plastisol. See if I can zoom in. Yeah, you can really start seeing it kind of turn white now. Bubbles are working their way up. And there you can really see the bubbles working their way out of the plastisol. We'll open the valve back up. And we'll probably see, I mean, it's still probably gonna have a little bubbles in it just from letting the air back into it, but all the air is going to be, or all the bubbles will be out of the plastisol. Let's take a look. So yeah, that looks a lot better. We'll give it a stir, throw it back in the microwave, and dump it in the mold. I did turn our heat plate on to about 350 and then shut it off just so our mold would be a little warm, so it wasn't dumping into a cold mold. It's about 120 now. So let's give our plastisol a stir, and we will dump it in to the open pour mold first time. I'll kind of show you here. You can see now there's pretty much no bubbles in our plastisol. It's almost perfect. And I've never used this color before. So let's see how these turn out. Let me get this in frame a little bit and see how it goes. I would say that was kind of a success for my first ever open pour. Even though I wasn't really talking much because I'm trying to concentrate. And I can kind of feel the heat coming off of this plate. Let's try this again. Well, that one's getting worse. Hopefully these might be easy to pull off. Can I turn this? Can you guys still see that? Let's try this. Oh, I thought I was going to have a good one. Let's try our last one. All right, well, let's let these cool down, harden up. We'll take them out, see what they look like. But I mean, for my first attempt doing an open pour on a 4-inch mold that's, I mean, pretty thin, I would say. I don't know, I'd say it's a success. What do you think? All right, we'll be back with the results. It's still cooling, but I don't know if you can kind of see the bottom or down in the mold, but there isn't an air bubble in there at all. That plastisol is clear, which I guess is what the vacuum chamber's for. But we'll let these keep on cooling down and we'll take them out soon. So our mold here is actually still really warm, but I kind of started picking out the corner. Did I tear it? Oh, I did tear it. Well, first attempt, I guess, is a fail. I have no idea how long I'm supposed to keep these in here. So apparently they're not done yet, but let's go ahead and see if I can lift this guy out. And that was probably one of the better ones, but let's take a look so you guys can kind of see what we're working with, the color. Yeah, I mean, it's still really tacky, so they weren't done yet. But again, like I said, this is trial and error learning. First time ever using this mold. There's no instructions with it. But it's just a gold dust with some green flake, which I think is looking really good. And maybe it's because this is still really hot. I mean, that's the temperature of, yeah, I mean, that's at 106. But the color, yeah, the color of this is looking a lot better than I thought it would for, I mean, my first time ever using this gold dust color with my first time ever doing an open pour. But it's looking good. So let's go ahead and let these cool down a little more and we'll take them out, maybe dump another batch and see what they look like. Let's try again. It's been a couple minutes. Oh, man, this really holds heat. Maybe I didn't need to put it on the hot plate that long, but let's see. I don't even know how you're supposed to take these out. I mean, I just kind of been using my finger and curling the end up here. It looks like it's coming out. Let's see if does this stuff pull off easy? Yeah, it kind of pulls off pretty easy. I might want to cut it with a knife just to make sure I don't rip anything, or some scissors, but there we go. There's our first whole one that came out. And that looks pretty good. All right, let's try to get another one out. Just kind of set this here. I guess I could turn that fan off. See if that makes a difference with the sound quality. All right. Maybe I should start with this end. I don't know. Like I said, this is all trial and error for me. Cut those off. I probably should have timed it to actually see how long I let these set in here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually clean these up. Oh, I ripped the, yeah, they still must not really be really set up because I just ripped the end off of that. But let's look at one of these. So I definitely do need these just to set up a little longer, but let's take a look at this. I mean, that turned out really good. Like I said, for my first attempt ever doing a hand pour in this color, that's going to work pretty well. All right, let's go ahead. I will dump some more in there and let's give this one more try. That is definitely a lot harder than it looks. Like I said, these are pretty thin in between there, so there's not a lot of room. Plus trying to dump it out of here, it's a little harder than I thought. But let's let these set up and we'll come back, take a look at them. If you guys know a way to do this, an easier way just kind of to clean up your spills, let me know. Because like I said, I really haven't researched. This is my first time with an open pour, so don't know. Trial and error for me. But let's set these. These turned out really good. I have a feeling these are going to be selling pretty fast. You already know, though, I don't need to keep telling you. If you do want to purchase these, you can go to 99strikes.com. They will be up on the website for sale. But yeah, these look really good. I even like that green flake. Yeah, looks good. We'll let these cool a little longer and then we'll take them out. Again, with my first time doing an open pour, I've noticed they aren't all the way full, some of them. If you see the end down there. So, I mean, these top three look pretty good, but this bottom one, there's a little right there. It looks like I didn't pour enough in there for it to fill full. So we're gonna have to take that one out and redo it. But I just want to let you guys know that in case you're doing this for the first time. I guess since this one isn't all the way full, let's see if we can get it out and take a look at it. I mean, I guess you really can't tell that much. It still looks really good. But because I know it's not all the way filled, I would feel bad. I couldn't sell this. I would just feel guilty. Should we take the rest of these out? Let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Let's turn it this way so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Just lifting it up like that. There's another one. Let's put these up here. Let's see. I do like how much easier these are coming out than the man crate molds that you have to put oil on every time. These are coming out a lot easier. So, well, there they are. Gold dust with some green flake and a little 4-inch finesse worm. They will be for sale at 99strikes.com. This is floating dead on plastic. So this might be perfect if you guys want to do like a shaky head rig, or maybe even a drop shot would work perfect for it. But yeah, that's something, like I said, that color is really good. And that green flake looks good. All right, well, I will go ahead, finish pouring the rest of these. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch all of that happen. Next time, maybe we'll have some more molds in. If we don't have more molds in, we'll do this one again with maybe some of the color shift. We're gonna end this here since it's about 100, I don't know, this window, I need to fix something about that, but it's about 100 degrees in this shop. So, I mean, you can probably tell, but I would say for my first time, these turned out, well, you can kind of see they're pretty opaque there. So they're gonna look good. And as always, at the end of this video, I'll have a close-up shot of really what these look like. So maybe you guys probably don't want to see me talking in the dark. But I just want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. If you would, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Link will be down in bio if you want to purchase these. Give this video a like if you liked what you see. We'll do a lot more next time. And since the screen is black, see ya.